everyone. Come on in because I am reviewing a new show today, y'all. A new show. It is MTV's Love Experiment, and we on episode 3. We are on episode 3. I've been watching it all these first 2 weeks. I really have. I just didn't know if I would like it. I didn't know if I would review it, and I didn't want to come here on this YouTube channel presenting no BS to y'all. I didn't want to come on here and present a whack TV series. But let me tell you, y'all, I really like the TV series. So I want to know how many of you out there are watching it right now. And if you aren't watching it, I want you to check it out. I'm going to leave a link below in my description box because episode number 1 is on YouTube under, I think, Love and Hip Hop or something or another. So I'm going to leave the link below in my description box. I want y'all to check out episode 1. And if you like episode 1, then you can do a 7-day free subscription to Philo, because that's where I watch it. I subscribe to Philo. I pay my $25 a month. I get my own TV. I get MTV, which is this series on. I also get Married at First Sight, Lifetime. I get some other stations. But some of y'all might already have MTV if on some other streaming service or cable or whatever you're doing out there. But if you like 1, go ahead and watch number 2 and catch up with me here on episode 3. I'm going to tell you what I like about the show, just in case you haven't watched it. First of all, I like that it's 3 black women, because I'm a black woman. These girls are younger. They're definitely younger, but I love seeing young women. I love seeing older women. I love seeing all type of people date. Y'all know I just love dating shows. That's pretty much all I review are dating shows, marriage shows, things like that. So the 3 women are on here. I think they're all about 30. Maybe they're about 28 to 32. I can't remember their names. And here's the other thing I like about them. They're friends. They were friends before this show. And the reason why I like that is because it takes away the competition. It takes away the cattiness of women fighting over men. It takes that away because all these women here are encouraging each other to win in this dating life that they're doing. And the way it's set up, which is another thing that I like. I like the way that they're giving the women all the power. They're the ones that get to choose the men. They're the ones who get to choose which men they want to keep. They're the ones that get to choose which men they want to sit home. The women have all the power. And this is actually, to be honest with you, how I wish all women would date. I know we can't get these men that they've brought here. Women can't get 20, 30, 40 men. But try to find you 2 or 3. Try to get to the point, ladies, where you're able to attract 2 or 3 men and you have a choice. A lot of times women out here not even have no choice. They got to just do whatever comes their way. Get to a point where you have made yourself so presentable. You have made yourself such a hot commodity. You have made yourself so wonderful that you've got 2 and 3 men who want to date you, go out with you, and then you have a choice. So I like that they've given the women the choice. Here's the other thing I like. The men are nice caliber men. They're not all F-boys. There's some up in here. There are definitely some up here. They're not all actors. That's another thing. They're not all on here just because they're trying to promote their acting career. These are men with real jobs, real careers, real businesses. We got truck drivers. We got people who own businesses. We got lawyers. We got photographers. We got people, men in IT, real men. Here's the other thing. Lots of men. Lots and lots and lots of men. I mean, men are raining from the sky. They just didn't have to scramble 5 or 6 men together. No. These people have really put together, I want to say it's got to be at least 30, 40 different men for these 3 women to choose from. So all this is what I really, really love about the show. It's different from what I've seen on any other reality TV show for dating. It really has been different, and I am loving it so far. So please, if you have a chance, watch the free episode with the link I have down below. Then, if you really, really like it, go ahead and subscribe to Philo for free for 7 days and catch up with me. Or go ahead and pay your $25 for the month and watch the series with me along with when Married at First Sight comes back on. I don't know if Married at First Sight is going to come back on. I don't know what's going on with that show. Maybe they're hung up because of the writer's strike. You know, they're striking out here in Hollywood and California, the writer's strike. I wonder if that has held up a Married at First Sight a time to be actually aired, because by now we would have been told when the air date's going to be. But here's the other thing I like about it, even better than Married at First Sight. They have a dating coach on here. Her name is Marcia, I believe. Her name is Marcia, and she's on here to give the ladies advice, help them along. I like that. I like that she's married. I like that she's a younger woman. She's not older. She ain't like no Dr. Pepper, 70-something years old. She's a younger woman, closer to their age, and she's giving them some good, sound dating advice. And I like that because all these girls on this show, I'm telling you, they absolutely do need some dating advice. They really do. But I like all these things together. For me, is making up for a really nice series, and it's making it a pretty interesting series for me. So be sure to check it out. So I just want to say, I'm going to start talking about episode 3 for any of you who are already watching. I'm going to say, you know what? I was disappointed in Paige. I was disappointed in Paige last week when she let Justin spend the night. I just thought that was a bad move. I know these young girls out here got different dating techniques than us older women, but some of our stuff work better. Some of us older women stuff work better. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're trying to pick between 10, 15 men, and at this time, Paige had 3 men in the house that she was, vetting 3 men, and she takes one of the men on a one-on-one date. They get to talk, get to really learn each other, and then she asks him, do you want to spend the night? I don't agree with that. I don't agree that Paige should have created the illusion, whatever. I don't even care if you're up all night and you're talking. I just don't think it was a good move. Listen, this may be 2023, but there's some things about men that's never going to change. And one is that they're not going to want to watch the girl they're interested in spending the night with another man. And later on in the show, she goes over there and she kisses Chris' tongue and everything. She could have kissed him on the forehead. She could have kissed him on the cheek. She could have done something different, but no, she tongued him down. So now the men have to see her kissing another man. I actually don't think that's a good move. Not if you're really trying to look for a guy. It may be 2023. Women may be 2023 women, but I believe that technique is not a good technique. It wasn't a good technique when I was dating, and I don't think it's a good technique now. And that's one of the things I wish young women would change. They want men to be men of the older days when men weren't running multiple women all the time and doing the things. Well, then they're going to have to be different. Women can't be doing the things they doing, but then want the men to be different too. I'm telling you, the dating world is messed up, but it's messed up on both ends. It's messed up. The dating environment is trash, but it's trash on both ends. It's not just trash on the guy's end. It's also trash on a lot of things that the women do. And I like Paige. Like I said, all these girls are beautiful. Paige, Tamara, Marcia, they're all really pretty women. And they're pretty on the outside. I mean, their bodies are popping, everything. They got careers. But one thing about Paige we're starting to see is she does not have good decision-making skills. Not good decision-making skills. But yeah, Paige doesn't have good decision-making skills. She really doesn't have good decision-making skills because those 2 decisions she made, I think they were big decisions, and I don't think that they were the right decisions to make. And we even saw her on this episode really grappling with the idea of should she send Preston home, should she not? I'm still trying to figure out what was it about Preston she just didn't like. She kept saying there was so much alike, but they like to have fun. And then, Preston is an attorney, and she ended up sending him home. But to me, she never really gave a good excuse. She kept saying, I don't get butterflies with him. I don't get this with him. And Preston was like, oh, why are you sending me home? Because I got my shit together. I guess he felt he was getting sent home. I don't know why. Maybe because he wasn't enough fun for her. I really don't know. And that's what I'm saying. And here was Paige crying over the fact that she had first told Preston he could stay. And then because she told him he could stay, she didn't get to go back to pick out another man out of the group. For those of you who haven't watched, they get 3 men, but if they don't like one of the men, they have opportunities to send him away and then go back to this lounge or this app or wherever they go to, the picking room, and they get to pick a whole nother man. And all the men are lined up in their nice suits, looking clean, suited and booted. They looking good, and they get to go out and pick them out like candy. So she missed the opportunity to go back and pick another man because she decided to keep all her 3 men. But then she was having buyer's remorse. Then she cried, talking about, I shouldn't have let Preston stay. I should let him go home. I still don't know. I think Paige has a picker problem. I really think she does. And she says she's trying to break her habits, that Preston is the kind of guy she normally dates. I don't believe it. I don't know if he's like the type of guy that she normally dates. There's something about Paige that maybe people expect her to choose the nice guy, but she really wants the bad boy. Is that what we're talking about? She chooses the nice guys, but she really wants the bad boy. Or was Preston a bad boy? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was showing no bad boy qualities. She says she's a people pleaser. She says she does things because she just wants people to accept her. So she's kind of beating herself up for the decision that she made because she felt like she did it, I don't know, to please other people. I like this show that her girlfriends are there with her to comfort her, to see her through it, talk her through it, talk her down. But I think Paige has a picker problem. And I think that she makes some really bad decisions in who she picks and how she behaves in that relationship. Because I'm telling you, that was a big red flag that, one, When Justin was there dating her, she allowed him to spend the night in her bed, even if they didn't have sex. She allowed it to happen. Then he went home the next morning back to the house with the other guys. And they're like, where were you all night? He's like, oh, I spent the night with Paige. That's just a bad look. I don't know why she did that. Then when she was playing the pool game and Chris said, well, if I win, I get a kiss. First of all, she shouldn't have made the bet. But even if she did make the bet, the kiss should have been a kiss on the forehead or the kiss on the cheek. It should not have been a tongue down kiss. This is some bad decision making. And let me tell you, once men start seeing you like that, then those are the kind of men you start attracting. You start attracting the F boys because what they look at is you a F girl. They look at you and say, you got bad decision making. You going to do some questionable things. So as a result, I'm not going to trust you. Why would I trust you when you already asking men to spend the night after only knowing them one night? You already tonguing down men after only knowing them one day. Nah, they're going to look at you. They're going to see your decision-making skill. The good men not going to like you. And the men who are F-boys going to be like, oh yeah, she's just what I need. Paige needs to change the way she dates. Marcia need to help her with this because those were some bad decisions. And Marcia, let me tell you, she made a couple bad decisions too when she chose Terrell. Now, we know she finally sent Terrell home, but it was a bad decision when she chose. Remember the first episode? She chose both of them to come into the room, come into the whatever. She chose. I said, why would you choose two brothers? That was and she said she was trying to get away from bad boys. And you could see written all over Terrell and his brother that they was bad boys. Finally, she saw the Terrell. He was over here drunk and everything. So finally, she sent him home. Thank goodness she finally came to her senses and sent him home. But then she chooses this other guy named Isaac. Isaac. Why she choose him? Do you really think Mars is interested in that man? No. Why would she choose him? Because she wants to try something new. That's going a little bit too far. I already can tell. I don't see a match with her. I think she wasted her pick. Maybe she over here copying her friend Tamara because Tamara wants to give equal opportunity to the white guys and the black guys. And then let me tell you, Tamara, she kept Kenny around way too long. I don't even know why she chose Kenny in the first place, but when she chose him and then Kenny started acting a fool the way he was done, talking about listen sis and basically talking down to her, why did she even keep him an extra day or two? He first of all, he should have never been chosen. Then he should have been kicked off the minute he had that stank attitude. He didn't want to talk to her. Talking about, you talk to me. I'm not in here to compete for you. Yeah, you are. You are here to compete. I did not like him one bit from the beginning to the end. And I don't know why she stuck him around. And let me tell you, that said a lot about her. If any guy is watching a woman let another man treat her that way, he's going to also look at her and say, wow, why would she let him treat her that way, talk to her that way? And she let that Kenny talk to her any kind of stank way, and then she let him stay? What for? Finally, this episode, thank goodness, she came to her senses and she sent him away. She still got the other guy over here, Ryan. Why Tamara want to be with Ryan? What is Ryan? Some type of artist or something? What is she looking to do? She got a bad picker too. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people out here, women, because women, you get to say yes or no to the men. You do. You get to say yes or no. A lot of the situations I feel women get themselves into is their picker is wrong. They say yes to the wrong men and then ends up having this whole story about that man. But you said yes to him in the beginning. I don't even know why Tamara got Ryan up here as one of her picks. Sure, he may be a nice guy. But I don't see, when they were on that one-on-one date, I don't really actually see them even jiving with the things they like, the way they think. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't know why she picked him. And she hardly given Jamal any type of attention. And then Jamal over here talking about, yeah, I cheated on my last girlfriend. She should have said, how many did you cheat on? And she didn't send him away either. She should have sent him away too. I don't know. She picked these men. Then when they tell them things about herself that she may not like, she still keeps them. I don't get that. Pull the trigger. That's another thing. Women waste too much time. When you get a dud man, send him back fast. Don't waste no time. Don't be giving them second and third and fourth chances in the beginning. You give people chances once you've known them, once you've met them, once they've built up good graces. But when you see the red flags from the very, very beginning, that's not the time to give them first and second chances. That's not the time, because all you doing is delaying the inevitable. So here she does. She kept Kenny after his first red flag. Then she finally saw it, but she wasted all that time. Now she's keeping Ryan, and now she's keeping Terrell. I don't know, of all them, not Terrell, Jamal. She's still keeping Jamal. Of all of them, the only one, if she wants to give one of them a second chance to get to know them a little bit better, is Jamal. That's it. Both Kenny and Ryan need to go on back. She should have had 2 picks. She should have had 2 more picks, but now she got to go back, pick a new guy. And I forget the guy, the name that she's choosing, but she's choosing him, and he looked like he a player. He looked like he might be a player. I don't know. He doesn't have his stuff together, but he does got some swag to him too. So I'm gonna have to see. I'm not gonna pass no judgment on him just yet. I'm gonna really see what he's all about. But we're gonna see what her new crop looks like going forward. But like I said, I really like the show, y'all. I really like the show. Tell me what you think after you watch episode 1. Please go watch it. And then if you go ahead and watch episode 2 and 3, tell me what you think about the men and the decisions the women have made thus far. Do you agree with them? Do you agree so far with the decisions and the choices that the women are making with all these men to choose from? Because they got a lot of men to choose from, y'all. They got a lot of men to choose from. Do you believe that they have chosen the best men out of the ones that are all in this room? Anyway, that's it, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.